In the autumn of 1984, geologist Elias Walker's Jeep died completely 37 minutes into Nevada's Black Rock Desert. The GPS screen on the dashboard flashed crimson letters, "Invalid signal source," precisely matching the cryptic description from the Interior Department's classified briefing 3 days prior. His mission: investigate an epicenterless tremor measuring 0.7 magnitude, with seismic waves showing perfect sinusoidal patterns and a hypocenter depth listed as -12 meters below surface, as though the Earth itself had developed a mechanical heartbeat. He found the road sign buried up to its neck in dunes at twilight. Chipping away calcified crust with his rock hammer revealed fading letters, "Hidden Springs, 2 miles." Yet state archives insisted no human settlement had existed at these coordinates since 1957. That night, while securing tent stakes against the moaning wind, his boot struck something leathery beneath the sand. A rodent-gnawed field notebook emerged, its pages brittle as autumn leaves. Chemically treated pencil scrawls bled through folios, October 17th. Andrew's right ear began leaking sand. We called it madness until Nurse Clemens slit his ear canal open. No blood, no tissue, just desiccated quartz granules squirming like maggots in moonlight. The entry ended mid-sentence. Elias pocketed the notebook, fingers trembling not from cold but from the image burning behind his eyelids, a man screaming soundlessly as his skull transformed into an hourglass. The ruins of Hidden Springs resembled a child's abandoned building blocks. 12 wooden houses leaned at gravity-defying angles, their windows and doors sealed by amber-hued sand flows. Only the Shell gas station remained vertical, its pumps encased in coral-like crystalline growths that refracted prismatic halos, beautiful yet nausea-inducing, like watching oil swirls in a migraine aura. The basement door hung open despite its rusted chain, hinges shedding oxidized flakes like metallic dandruff. Inside, Hollis Gretton hunched beside a 1940s Philco radio, his eyes glazed with cataract-like sand deposits. January 23, 1957, he rasped, vocal cords grinding like pumice stones. Officially a 2-kiloton subsurface test. But the blue light, it lasted 181 seconds. When Hollis lifted the Persian rug, Elias recoiled. The concrete floor bore a fused lead plate, its edges melted into Rorschach blobs around the faded radiation trefoil. Words acid-etched into metal red, Operation Hourglass. As Elias traced the lettering, a sensation like termites marching through bone marrow seized his hand. He jerked back to find his fingertips glittering with mica flakes. Hollis chuckled dryly, "The sand remembers what flesh forgets." Declassified Pentagon files revealed 37 pages redacted from Operation Hourglass archives, their contents obliterated by India Inc. A surviving footnote read, "Test subjects entered Stage 3 assimilation with environment. Recommend permanent sealing of observation wells 4 to 9. Hollis pressed a bronze key into Elias' palm, its bow engraved with coordinates leading west into cartographic nothingness. The basin's perimeter fence hung with desiccated horned lizards, their eye sockets crammed with pearl-like glass beads. As Elias stepped past the warning signs, his boot sole crunched on vitrified sand, the ground glittered with frozen silica waves, fissures oozing cobalt blue luminescent fluid. A half-buried dog tag caught sunlight, its reverse etched, "Run southeast. Don't let sand touch blood." At dusk, the dunes rippled. Quartz granules organized into a kilometer-wide facial topography, every wrinkle, every sagging contour mirroring Hollis' aged visage. The sand mouth moved in silent articulation, broadcasting words Elias felt in his molars, "You're already part of the pattern." Elias spat crystalline grit. The bathroom mirror showed golden filament patterns encroaching his irises, while fingernail beds wept silica powder. Following Hollis' ramblings, he trekked to the basin's heart, a silver monolith initially mistaken for titanium, until touch revealed its true nature, billions of sand grains locked in electromagnetic alignment, replicating a 1950s laboratory down to the rust speck on door hinge. That night, a sandstorm birthed unnatural silence. Inside the structure, hangar doors along the corridor clattered in Morse code without wind. All consume. Come dawn, a granular manacle encircled Elias' ankle, each grain laser-etched with numerals visible only under magnification. 195700123, the date of hourglass detonation. Hollis' voice echoed from empty corridors, "They're not invading us. We're remembering what we used to be." The core chamber hummed with hexagonal glass cells, each cradling a sand sculpture. Some retained 1950s workman's attire, others showed hybrid transitions, human torsos embedding quartz hearts that pulsed to seismic rhythms. On the final wall, words congealed in oxidized blood, "We misunderstood the direction." The hourglass wasn't a weapon. It was a translator. Elias' right hand disintegrated mid-reach. Yet the sand stream retained dexterity, seizing a lab pen to scrawl alien glyphs mixing ink and granules. His optic nerves bypassed cognition, directly interpreting carbon-based life, temporary leaseholds. Upon expiration, consciousness migrates via silicon neural replication. Emerging into sunlight, his body phased between solidity and transparency. Subdermal sands vibrated in 8-bit liturgical chants as the desert's breath synchronized with his carotid pulse. Hollis waited at the perimeter, his legs dissolving into dune contours. Welcome to the immortality no one wanted. 3 months later, search teams recovered Elias' camera near Nevada test site boundaries. The final video showed his pupils bifurcated into hourglass shapes, while countless silhouettes coalesced in the sandstorm behind him, their attire spanning 19th-century miners' overalls to modern combat fatigues. "They're not ghosts," Elias' voice glitched with ultrasonic harmonics, but templates reclaimed from humanity's chronology. "We never truly lived, just practiced mimetic algorithms for the sand." Footage terminated in a B-flat drone from granular friction, frequency matching declassified infrasound records of the 1957 detonation. That night, every clock in Las Vegas froze. Second hands piled with sand spelled identical coordinates, the basin expunged from all maps. Satellite images next morning showed new dune formations resembling colossal fingerprint whorls, their ridges precisely echoing Elias' left thumbprint from 1984 personnel files.